I'm like thinking. I'm like thinking. Swipe to the left, to the right, to the left. Now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking Rubik's Cube. I'm thinking baseball. I'm thinking dog leg. I'm thinking hook. So we have hook. We have dog leg. We also have what is blue. And blue is to the left. We got blue left. And we have right. Right? And blue is to the left, so we have right. So we have red is to the right. Red is to the right. And when we talk sometimes, we think about things like black and blue. So now I have black and blue. Well, I'll put them together, B and B coming together. Now, what is what do you call it? How do you put together black? How does black come together? And what are different names of black? What are different names of white? Because they say white is the opposite of black. And then they say gray matter. Gray matter. Does gray matter or gray matters? So the word matter is 77, and then the numeric value of 77. What does it do? Where does it come from? How can we make a 7? We can make it with an 8. We can make it with 2 8s. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. But we can actually create with 88 that gateway of 17Q where the river passes through the circle. See the way I go through that circle? Basically, I'm sort of like Q, right? Why? Because 8 plus 8 is 17. Okay, right? 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 8 times 8 is 64. 6 and 4 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. We now have 1 and 7. 1 with the multiplication and 1 with the addition. Do you notice what I have to do to my body? Right? What angle do I have to put to my body? And which side does my body go to? So now if it goes to the right, my right hand is up. If it goes to the left, my left hand is up. In this way, it's crisscrossing. We also have this in the Egyptian king the same way. So why do I do this? There's been a question, and it's been written. People want to know, where do we come from? What is life all about? How did this all get created? Well, let's work it backwards. And I want to thank Jacob for teaching me that, because, well, I was already working on it, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. Jacob said to me, if you want to find something, don't look at today. Look at yesterday. In order to find today and possibility the roadway. When you're looking, let's say in the stocks, and you want to see what happened in the past, you're going to follow the trace. And then in the stock market, right, they're always giving you these codes, the 50-day trading, the 200-day trading. So I have to implement this in some numeric fashion into my work to understand how to balance my words. So now, if I get Republican, left, Republican, blue, Democrat, right? Democrat, left, right? Republican, right. Democrat, left, blue, demolition. Republican, repossession, right, red. Left hand and right hand, we get married to the conservative blue. Cold and boys, man on the moon, bar mitzvah, in the game of craps, we bar 66. When you're barring 66 at the same time, you're barring 2. But when we say 66, it's not 66, it's 12. When we say 1 and 1 is 2, we can look at it as 1 and 1. Is that 11? Is that 66? Is that 1 and 1? Is that 11 and 66? So 11 times 66, okay, is 660. 11 hours, okay, and 11 minutes equals 671. Now, that numeric value of 671 in gematria, what happens in gematria is here is number 7, here is number 6, and here's number 6. But what if I designed this different? This is the design, and the reason for this design is gematria counts 1 over to 7, and then down to 1, and then starts at 1 again, over to 7, and down to 1. So what does 7, 11 do? Well, if you pick up these dice, look at this calculator. understand the face of Rubik's Cube, they all have something in common. There's 9 areas. There's 9 areas. We're not going to count this row. I'm going to use this row as another reality. It's going to be replaced with a continuation, and we're going to use these inside of here. This is what happens inside of here. So what happens is we have 9, we have 9. So if I see 1, I will see 8 that surrounds it. If I see 2 here and here, I will see 7 inside of it. So I will see 1 and 8 and 2 and 7, and by golly gee, 2 and 7 fit inside 1 and 8, but it is 1 that fits inside of 2, and it's 8 that connects 2 and 7. So then we run the cycle to the gate. And 8 and 2 creates 1, 1 and 7 creates 8. So now we're going to go, where is 66? In 1111, 66 is right over here. Here and here. 6 and 6 connects, oh sorry, this is 6. This one is 5, and this one is 5. Do you know that the numeric value for moon is 5775, which is the year 2015, which represents 1 through 5 and 2 through 6. When you add them, this equals to 15, right? Add them up, Adam and Eve, and this equals to 20. The letters T and O, like overtime or 35. That's your base creation of number sets. The other thing is that when you take these cubes and you go 2 and 6 over here, you're going to see 1 and 5. 15 represents, 15 or 51 represents Mars, and 2662 will represent the Queen. And just to note, I think it's 43 times 47. Is that what it is? Let me see that calculation. 43 times 47 equals to 2021. That was the end date. And now 33, right? This side and that side, the 3 is a polar to the 4, so it's 2 sides. So now we're going to go 33 by 47, and we're going to get 1551. And it's ironic that in 5,775 years, they'll have 75,075 moons. You notice it's 12, 12, 12, 12. You do notice that 47 of time is created through what is 57 equals to 12 and, hold on a second, equals to 12 and 45. What it is 7 times 5 is 35. 7 plus 5 is 12, equaling to 47. Now you notice the way this came together, 3 polars, 5, the Liberty, and 55. I still have to explain it. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, creating all 5s. This one will create 505, 555. This one will create 303 or 505. Why will this create 505 and this? Just give me a second over here. No, we're not going to do it that way. This one over here, hold on a second. I'm thinking. Because there's a couple of routes I want to go. When you use 505 or 707, they come together equaling to 303, this combination. But I don't like my explanation. So this is creation of 30. What is 30? It is the word day. Creation of the word day. I'm not happy with that explanation. So we talked about red, we talked about blue. I'm not sure if I talked about this. What happens is the numeric value for sun, okay, is number 54. But the SUN to a single digit count is 135. The 13th letter is the letter M. The 5th letter is the letter E, and I like to use it for matter and energy. Just so happens 151, right? Back to Mars again, is that this also spells ace. Each one of these, okay, has a single dot in the center. The inversion of this is 42, which equals to the total of what the inversion of 1 is, 6. 1 is not anywhere without 3. 3 is your creation base, and 6. 6 and 1 is your only 7 on the cube. If I drill the hole here, it'll come out in the center. If I drill the hole here, it'll just come out in the other dots. So this cube is actually 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, which equals to 34, or DC. If I want to add them all up, I'm just going to get number 7. If I want to multiply it, it's 620. Let me do that. I'm not going to get into that right now. So this is Jesus time energy 74. The division between the alphabet of M and N and the entire alphabet. I don't know why I have R over here. Right? The entire alphabet division is 135, or 13.5. 13.5 times the 13 sets of letters in the alphabet equals 13 times 13.5 equals to 175.5. I have to go a little bit deeper what that means. If I use this at bookends, it says that in between moon is this numeric value. And this will, in between Mars is the numeric value that goes with moon, 57. DC, if you use 75, is 75%. The vibration is also between 1 and 5, because this can be replaced. The center average to these two is the number 6, 165. So I'd have to, no, it's not in this book. $165. So 1 and 2 equals 165. 20, 21, 22. This is going to represent ape. This is going to represent, again, look at that, 3. 1 and 2, creation of 5. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. What is this? The numeric value for 2 is 58. 5 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 7 and 1 is 8 is 84. The planet Pluto is 84. The planet, the word for ring and pole, okay, is 48. To buy and to sell is 48. It'll create the division of night and day because of its mathematics. 4 times 8, 4 plus 8, equaling to 32, equaling to 12, equaling to 44, which equals to a multiplication of 16 and 8, which equals to the 24 hours in a day, in which 6 and 1 is 7 and 8, or 6 and 8. Here is the gateway to the divided house, the word house. The word, look at that, 11. The word house. Bar it. 66, because you're barring 66, you're having a bar mitzvah. MIT. In French means to go. So when you're barring 68, the value in the house, the dividing gate between 6 and 8, okay, between 6 and 2, is 1 and 5 Mars. Dividing gate between 3 and 3 is 44. Mass space, 44. The dividing space between 5 and 3 is 24. That is your gate, and this is your payout, 35 to 1. 5 times 5, 5 plus 5 equals to 25, equals to 10, equals to 35. Your gate is number 24, so we flip these over, and it's 2, 4, 6. So we have all our 6s over here. So if you add these all up, of course, you're going to get 24, and you add these up, you're going to get 18. 9 and 6 rotation, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. Well, what create that? And that's your smallest number to divide the gate. The largest number is 410, a CB code for communication. Also represents what is this numeric value, 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, will equal to 41. It will bring you up into these two letters here, the IT system, birth at the T gate, 5 by 4, 20, 5 plus 4, 9, your birth at the T gate. When we say countdown, we count down by 20, we count down by T, and we're starting right over here. So 66 comes together over here. So where is number 8? I'm going to show you where number 8 is. Number 8 joins 66 at the 7th gate. And then your birth is over here, halfway between 8 and 9, and picks up over here what is left in 6. So when you connect your 9, you're going to connect your 9 to 66 and 8. And when you do that, okay, your 66 connecting with your 8, you see 88 designed in the window. And by the way, window equals 88. But when we come down the next level, each level at a time, right, we now get 80. See that 80, 880, or 0880, 0 combining of two area numbers, right? You notice the way it's like this and not the complete round as the O is in a letter. So I'm not sure what you picked up from all of this. So when you get married to the ring or the husband, and you give each other the ring. I now pronoun, C and E, 5 and 3, the creation after the Christ. I now pronounce you husband and Wi-Fi. Husband and Wi-Fi. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I just gave you just drabs. And with this, just in case you got this far, it's only a triangle. I extended the lines. On one side, you get the V. On the other side is barred. Thank you for watching this video. So once you bar one side, the other side doesn't move.